Phenomenal.
You can get it on a plank or doing business with a bank. You can get it selling a cow. Matter of fact, I've got it now. A hard-earned thirst needs a big cold beer. And the best cold beer is Vic. Victoria Bitter.
It's so hard to have a gay time on your own. It could be that great chalk and biscuit coating.
I'm Danny, and I'm here to call out all you crack pack bitches. You think I don't see you there? I'm the OG of this shit. But you come after the king, you better come correct. I'm Danny, motherfucker. Who are you? Crack pack. You smoke crack. You better watch your back.
I am a maverick. I am a savage. I am a legend. I am a madman. You never know what I'm going to do next. I am a mad lad.
Welcome all you mad lads and bogans out there. How you going tonight? Hope you're having a good one. Oh, this is going to be a big day. This is going to be a very big day. I'm doing this stream now, and then at some point this evening, I'm going to have to go to bed because we are going to do it all over again to help Camel Moon launch Boots and Heels. But before we do any of that, we're going to have a fun show here tonight. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for joining me here today. It's just going to be me waffling on. Got a few topics we can look at. Camel says, "Where's my link, Bogan?" All right. I will acquiesce. I'll send you the link after I say hello to everyone in the chat, Camel. I think that's appropriate. There's some things that we can talk about. This can be like a 1 hour CG jacks before the jack. How about that? Although they usually start at some point. All right, let's go up here. Ooh, whoa. Rand Nada. I don't know if you guys are aware, but that's 3 in a row. I'm going to move this over here. Rand, that means you get the 3. Not many people have reached that far. I think the record is 9, I think, and that's Jeremy Burt's. But yeah, we'll see how high Rand Nada can fly. Before we do that, let's say hello to Felix Haas, Atherline, Butterbear's here. There's the man, Jeremy Burt's. How, Jeremy? Killer Squid's here, Noran Rad. I want to say hello to, did I say Eric Grant? I'll say it again. Melby, not Moby. No, not Moby. Moby is Moby, but this is my Melby. She's saying hello to everyone tonight. We've got Maddie Fowler in the house. Great to see that Prospect is doing very well. Matt, I'll have to get you on sometime over the next few weeks, and we can hopefully give it the good old Bancroft bump. There's Mo. Hal in the chat. Hal Mo Biggs. Eric Weather says, it's a Bancroft. Yeah, I put up a new emoji. I see you all using that. It's the new Bancroft bump. It's me. Hang on. Well, I'll wait till Camel gets on so I can get his appraisal of it, because we've obviously been playing Mario together now for friggin', I mean, it feels like 10 years, but I want to see what he thinks about it. I got Past Master Dan in the house. Raiden Radio. It's a Bogan time. Exactly. Who else is here? Who else? I see Sark. I see Dale. I know that's a Wacom stylus, but it looks like Mario is holding a shank. Or maybe it is. Maybe I just want you to think it's a a Wacom stylus. D is asking Camel what time he launches. I think it's noon Eastern. So I think that's 3 a.m. for us. Oh my God. Why did I agree? Camel has just come right off John's show, which was highly entertaining. And now he'll come over this show. And you guys be the judge about the entertainment factor. Where is he? Where is Camel? Where's Camel? Camel Moon. There he is. All right, here's a link. God, we haven't used that DM in a while. All right. All right. Back to you fine fellows here. Oh, I've skipped down. Hello, Martha. Waving to everyone. Anonymity. Eric the Guapo is in the house. Fantastic to see. Nolan Lockhart. D says, one day I will be first. That day will be the sweet victory. Cullen says, I didn't realize we were shipping Mel and Mo now. And no, we're not. That's not happening. Sumo says, that's 6 a.m. for me. Yikes. I suppose I better put in headphones if I'm going to get Camel in here. Hold on a second. Aldous on the farm just off Ogle Lane says, sign up for Boots and Heels and Rocket Magazine issue 2. Yeah, do go sign up for Rocket. We'll be launching that in just a little bit over 2 weeks. So that'll be our Saturday 9 p.m. show on the 22nd. I believe that's happening. All right. Thank you for that bogan chat there, Aldous. And that ship has sailed in Bancroft's mind. There's no ship. You say one thing poorly, and they come back and haunt you forever. 35 to go to 500.
Yeah, we got a bunch on Malin's stream. I don't know if we'll get to 500, but we beat 450, so I'm happy about that.
How many hours left is there? Like 12, 13?
There's 13 hours.
Can we not? We can find 35 willing victims.
Willing alt accounts.
To sign up. I know. Yeah. Then you don't do that. We want real.
No,
real
that's
emails.
worthless. Yeah.
Real emails. Sign up to Boots and Heels. We're trying to get Camel to 500 signups. You get access to the exclusive wraparound hollow foil cover on the Zero shoot. You really want that. And is that going to be? That's not your. That's not an exclusive like day one thing either. That lasts the whole time.
No, that's for the duration of the campaign. If you have that link, you can get it.
Oh, Dal asked an important question. He says, how many signups does Bancroft have?
Oh, it's not that important. It's like
it's about 600 more. So I don't know. I can't do the math. Actually, it might be 96,600 more.
Yeah, that's probably closer.
I haven't checked in at least a day or so. So ye old reach around cover, says Sark. Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Also, here's the added bonus. We're doing a $250 shoebox tier. It's essentially a subscription box. It doesn't come with everything. That's why I didn't want to call it a subscription box. I want people to be confused. But if you sign up and we get to 500 emails, we're going to do a raffle and at the launch to give away one of those boxes. So that's the only way to get it for free.
There you go. There you go. We'll have plenty of time to chat about this.
We don't even need to. I'm just here
on the show.
To hang out.
Yeah, because I got some fun things that we can talk about. Particularly one of the real fun thing that I want to talk about. Actually, I'll take this down and I might go full screen with you because I just want to let you know that Dee's just gifted me another 5 memberships.
Great.
Yeah. Oh, and Mel is finally. She was complaining to me earlier. She was grumbling that she's no longer a member. But hail D, you are a legend. My wife is now back being a member. She's using the new Bancroft bump emoji. So welcome, Mel, Manticore, Martha,
welcome, Mel,
and Mason.
Thanks.
Welcome, Mel.
Thanks for
welcome
showing
to
up,
my
Mel.
wife. No, she's a member now. I see her using it. That's awesome. And Joe Ball, death, going strong.
Wow.
With $71,278 from 925 backers. Whoa, that Joe. You are
You know,
crushing it. Looking to close it early November, 300 plus pages of action and excitement. That is phenomenal, Joe. You are a legend.
I remember about a
Pull up
year
some-
ago, you were having a debate. Is it better to make more money or get 1,000, backers?
Mhm.
And obviously the winning answer was, make more money. But I'm starting to change my mind. No, because it is kind of cool to be like, yeah, 1,000 people bought this thing,
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
grifted 1,000 people into buying this thing.
Dude, check it out. I mean, it's just friggin', it's nuts what he's doing. Absolutely nuts.
Yeah, that's a lot of detail and a lot of time.
And there's 300 pages of this.
And
It's
what's cool
like
about it?
No
You can
one
tell
does this.
as an artist, he's living in these moments, in these scenes. He's there. Like that. As an artist, you live in your work, and he's got front and center for everything going on there. He is really immersed in it, and that's pretty awesome.
I mean,
Nothing
I
is
can't
phoned
even.
in.
Yeah, I know. People like joke about me. Like I do really like. I don't do anything like this. This is. Look at this crowd here and this city that he's creating.
Yeah.
Hail Joe Ball, you're crushing it, man. Fantastic.
like-
Camel, did you?
This is the art that you would see like in like the 70s, where it's like
Yeah,
all
yeah,
these
like
people just
from-
live in their fucking art rooms and just toil. I like this.
Weirdos.
It looks like you and Mario at the same time.
Yeah, well, I thought I wanted to do. I've always wanted to do a Bancroft bump. I made one. It was crap. I thought, it'd be good. We've been playing so much Mario. I love Mario.
Oh,
The
yeah.
bump. Because I've often used that GIF whenever there's been a bump. We do the Mario. And I thought, maybe I'll just make a Mario. I thought, that's a bit lame. I'll recolor it. And then I just thought, no, I'll just screw it. There's so many memes that we can go with here. Hold on, Mo's yelling at me to read something. Mo says Bancroft immersed himself deeply in the Gilgamesh and Kidu love scene. Not that deep. Not that. It's a death scene, everyone. Not a love scene. Death. Mourning. Yeah, so I don't know. I just thought
It's amazing because it looks like Mario, but it also looks like you.
it's weird, isn't it?
It is weird. I don't know what it is. I'm like,
Beard?
is it
It's
the
the
mouth?
beard.
Is it the beard?
Well,
It must be.
I mean, I'm wearing the blouse. I've got the rollerblades on. I've got the
No, but
gay
the
time.
face.
I've got the glove.
You captured
It
your
does.
face.
Yeah, I
I don't
didn't
know
change
how.
anything. I just took off his mustache
Yeah.
and I made a beard.
Yeah.
And yeah, so everyone can use that now. Hopefully we'll be using it later on. Is it tonight for you or tomorrow? It'll be tomorrow.
I'm gonna go to bed after this, and then I'll wake up tomorrow.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And we'll be using this a lot of bumping going on, a lot of bumping
Ooh.
and grinding. But yeah, if you are a super bogan, you can use that in the chat. I'm trying to encourage more of them because we get more emojis, but also this man right here, where is it? Where did I put it? This man right here gets to do cool stuff like this. Will this allow me to play it? This is Rod working on Fractured Mind. And oh, there you go. You can see him. He uses all sorts of different tools. There's one where he's using
the Bancroft trace method. I see.
Yeah. I'm
good.
all for it. Trace away, Rod.
I
Trace
just found
away.
this picture in another comic. I'll just. That's fine.
In Rod we trust. Where's one he's using like an actual like ink
It looks like a
pen?
light box. Like he did it on another. Sketched it out and.
Yeah, but once this, there you go. Look, he's using like an ink pen.
Yeah.
Once this is done, he'll send that to me. I will put it up in the Super Bogan Discord, which is what I essentially call my member community area thing on YouTube, and you'll be able to see the full page over there for just $5 a month. Aldous demands that we show him the rod. I will show you the rod. It's incoming. Rod incoming. But we have other pressing matters we need to attend to today. You heard about this over on John's?
Yeah, John told me about it. I didn't know.
I'm gonna do a video on this, but I thought we could chat about it and see what the chat has to think about it. So, Team Private American was the Twitter account. So Mike does this for every campaign that he makes. He sets up a Twitter account for it. And so you can follow just whatever's going on in that campaign. Twitter has suspended it, and it will not be restored because it's found to be violating Twitter terms of service.
Right.
What they might be, Mike was on Mandy's earlier. He says, no idea.
Yeah,
no
they
idea.
probably just made it up.
I mean, of course, we know what it is. It's the fact that...
Well, it's a broad stroke, right? It's just like, it's hate speech. It's like, what the all right. You know, anything you don't like is hate speech, you know? It's like, anyone I don't like is Hitler.
I know exactly what I'm going to do in the video that I do for this. And just to hit back on this BS, because it's nonsense. All Mike is... the book is about, as far as I can glean, is that the government kind of gave up on upholding the law down at the border. So a guy kind of takes matters into his own hands. But we all know the deal here. You can't not on Twitter anyway. You can't stray too far from the the status quo, the line, the political line. So yeah, I'll definitely make a video on this. But there's other people getting purged today. You aware of that? Have you lost any followers? Have you checked?
I can check. I don't even have 1,000, but I haven't heard. No.
Past Master Dan says there's the link there. If you want to go back, Mike Barron's Private American. He actually managed to spin the anti thin blue line stuff out there into his favor. That might be, they might have gotten wise to that. Like, they kicked up a big stink last time, and he was able to spin that into making over $100,000. So they might all be going, we're just going to quietly, get rid of this guy's Twitter account, and everyone's agreeing. Everyone in Twitter comic media is agreeing not to talk about it. So we got to make a big stink about it. Yeah. Daniel says basically we should be doing a real fight right now. This is why we need alternative platforms, says Brian. Yeah, I lost. Oh, it was dropped even another 10. Yeah, I was on about 5, 4, 10 or something like that. So I'm down about 50 just in the last, I don't know, few hours.
So what are they purging, like conservative accounts? Or are they purging, what are they?
Don't know.
Like bots?
Don't know. That's the thing. Like, you hope it's bots. I get a lot of followers of bots. Like, oh, you got a follower. Jenny loves something,
dolphins.
Okay, another one of them. Yeah. No followers. So hopefully it's them. But yeah, I mean, considering what we just saw with Barron's account, more likely, because I don't think Musk has control of the company for a while yet.
That's what we were talking about on John's. I was like, I know he's poised to buy it like any day if he hasn't already, but like, yeah, until he's officially, stepped into that role, they're going to just do as much damage as they can.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to be.
Wreck the place before they kind of get
tear
kicked
it down.
out.
Yeah. In fact, they might actually ramp it up. I mean, they might be like, everyone's fucking getting kicked off. Let them sort it out once we're gone. Because a lot of them, if they're not fired, they're going to quit.
They were having like coping sessions and stuff at the company when it was confirmed that he was definitely taking over.
Like, I had to go into the screaming room for 30 minutes and decompress, I wasn't collapsing at the granola bar.
This PayPal thing, I don't know how accurate this is, but I saw a tweet, Ellie, that said PayPal is now offering customers a free $15 if they don't cancel their accounts. And I hope that's true. I don't quote me on that, anyone, but PayPal is hemorrhaging accounts and customers, and it reminds me like they thought, the fact they said, oh, we're going to fine people we're going to seize $2,500 for every infraction. Because I'm imagining the people who came up with that are people who are making somewhere between $200,000 and $600,000 a year. So they're like, well, it's a trifling number, but it's enough to make people not want to do it, you know,
Oh,
because
sure.
they don't realize that there's the majority of people out there can't survive a company just seizing $2,500 worth of their cash. And now they're realizing, oh crap, like this is going beyond politics. People are leaving because they're genuinely scared that
Oh,
if
yeah.
not now, but
'Cause I
sometime
don't
in the
know.
future, you're going to seize
Yeah.
what's to them a massive amount of money.
I mean, what if they suddenly start watching our YouTube channels and they just deem us politically incorrect? And because we used PayPal on an eBay purchase or whatever, they're like, no, you know what? New terms and services say because you're using this and those Iron Man figures show up in the back of your store. You bought those on eBay. And so now they're part of your set. So now we're going to charge you because you're using eBay for work funds. It's like, that's ridiculous. I mean, and that's the level that they can try to go to if they want to actually fine you for that stuff.
Moromi says it's not fear for leaving, it's pissed off customers. Well, whatever it is, it's glorious to see. I saw as well yesterday they'd lost so much market cap. They're down like $9 billion or something, which is friggin' glorious. Can you imagine being that guy who thought that this was a good idea?
Well, I think about like the tip jar at Indiegogo, you know, like what fucking brain
like
trust came up with that they now have to walk it back. Because think about it like this. If you're like a top exec and you came up with that, now no one trusts you and everyone thinks you're a dipshit. Or if you're bottom of the totem pole, you're fired. You're gone, you know? So it's just like these ideas are so bad that, but I hope people pay for them, you know? People.
Well, again, I think the people who come up with them are so elitist. I know I'm talking to the man of the ivory tower here, but they're so
of elitism,
like, you know, that they think, oh, I mean, what's 15%? It's nothing.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't even notice if someone put an extra 15% on my, you know, my daily lattes or whatever that they have.
Well, it's like that meme running around of the guy with the graph. He's like, you know, try and find out. You know? Like,
yeah, that's what I did. That's what I did.
Yeah. Try and find out.
Where did I put it?
Oh, you post my stuff a lot. Thank you. I don't think I ever post.
I use Twitter.
Find out. Fuck around. Yeah. That's good.
Share screen, Chrome tab. Not that one. Oh, it's not on Chrome. Hold on a sec. I thought this would be easy, but it's not going to be. Where is it? All right, now we got it. This is my short. Look, YouTube has started putting this little shorts thing on, just like TikTok does.
Yeah, everyone's getting in on that. You know, I'll spend 20 minutes a day going through reels. Like that's my new TV surfing.
Is it? Yeah, I don't really do that.
Like when I wake up, like mostly when I'm like on the toilet, you know, it's not like I'm like not doing something. Or
that's my prime tweeting time.
Yeah, or like if I have to render, like today I finished the trailer for Boots and Heels. It was just the teaser, it's not the real trailer. But you know, it has to render and export out, and I just like I'll just watch reels for 20 minutes.
Yeah, someone called me out. I responded to something, a tweet, and he said I would have gotten away with it if Bancroft wasn't shitting at the moment. I was like, damn it, how did you know?
That's what I'm in the office, babe. Hold on, let me get my tweets out.
Yeah, this is when I didn't have time to make a video. That I just made a short, so I made this.
As you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out.
Yeah.
Great mind.
I stole Malin's Roger Ebert music. I don't know who it is. It's probably some famous metal band and everyone just it's like, you idiot. How do you not know who that is?
Fuck around. It's true.
It's good stuff. Let me show you this. I did a video today on Tom Taylor and the gay Superman thing. And it's freaking it's hilarious. It's so funny. I gotta take you through it. Here's Von Klaus. It's Slipknot, people say. There you go. Yeah, I'm not really down with the Slipknot scene, but I like that song. Jasper says, I totally missed the Rob and Mike show last night because I decided to sleep. Yeah, it was actually a good one. It was really good. I think it was one of our
good.
better shows.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I
it's
like,
not
you know,
called
you have
canceling.
to talk Rob off a ledge again, but
I know. Yeah. He's like, I
This
want
is
to
the
try and get
end.
myself
I
canceled.
can't confiscate anymore.
relax.
All right, bro.
It's like Rob wants to turn Comicsgate into a socialist collective. And I've
I was
gotta,
gonna say
walk him
he
back
wants
and-
it to be a communist country, and he's like all against capitalism.
like
Everyone
Bernie
gets the same amount of
Sanders is
money,
our guy.
the same amount of
Yeah.
everything. All right.
So comic books don't get canceled anymore. You know what happens? They morph. That's it now. So here's Tom Taylor saying no. He's talking about Son of Kal-El. Definitely not canceled. It's morphing into Adventures. We could have stayed with Son of Kal-El. We could have stayed with Son of Kal-El, but we wanted John to have his own name in his series as his own Superman. We saw an opportunity to bring back Adventures of Superman alongside Action. All right, so that sounds like a counterpoint because there's all these YouTubers and articles out there now being written saying the gay Superman canceled after 18 issues. Yeah. He's hitting back. Well, let's get to the truth of it. It's I haven't pulled it up here. Oh, damn it. Well, I'll just tell you. It's not continuing in a new series. There's a 6-issue mini planned for next year called Adventures of Superman, John, whatever. It's not the series is going into a new series. It's 6 comic books. And that, who knows? It's in a year's time. You know what's going on with DC at the moment. Maybe, it'll just get, they won't even put them out individually. They'll put them out in a trade and it'll just, that's it. I mean.
See, I see it more as, well, we fucked this title up. Let's go fuck another Superman. Let's fuck all the Superman titles up. Eventually the Last Son of Krypton, but gay. Man of Steel, but gay.
That's like saying, what happened to season 2 of your TV show? Oh, well, it wasn't canceled. We're morphing the television series into 3 5-minute animated shorts that are going to come out in a year's time.
Yeah? Do they continue off? No, they're completely separate. They're disparate in every way. Oh, okay. But the character's the same. Oh, okay. Thanks, I guess. Well done.
So here's a Sierra Whiskey is one of Comicsgate's best tweeters. He's got Tom Taylor. It's not canceled. DC. It's canceled. Tom Taylor. It's #1 on Amazon. No, it's 43rd. So
#1
yeah,
on Amazon.
The
#1 of what? Gay queer books with the name Superman in the title.
Well, he had it here. He has it here. And Jason Black in the comment section pointed out that this might be something different here because it's look. I don't know. It is still. I thought it was something to do with the price. No. So he's got it as #1. I don't know when that screen grab is from, but he was responding to an article from Sky News saying it had been cancelled. So this isn't like ancient. He's probably pulled this from when it first launched. Mm-hmm. Whenever that was 18 issues ago. Sorry, it's issue 16. But actually, if you go to it now, it's number 43 on the list. So that was my video, which is like, why are you always lying? I played this. I love this video, this meme from like 15 years ago. I said, Tom Taylor.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
I'm still embarrassed I made that video.
You've put on a bit of weight since then.
I put on a little bit of weight, yeah. And I'm not as tan as I used to be.
Yeah, that happens. When you get young, you get a lot of sun.
Very different.
Yeah, so it's I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know how accurate the whole thing is. Like, it's #1 selling in comics. Like, maybe if you tweak something and it's exact
look,
kind of thing.
it's like this, right? Like a crap movie comes out, and they're like, Jennifer Lopez and Matthew McConaughey are in some movie where they're dating, and it's called I don't know, Diddling the Maid, and then they're like, Diddling the Maid is the #1 comedy. This it's like, no, it was the only comedy. There were no other comedies for it but no, it's an actual marketing technique. Like, we would use it when I was in New York. Like, this is the #1 action movie in 3 states or something like that. It's like, no, it was the only action movie in 3 states.
Son of Kal-El, the #1 gay Superman book.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Put out
that's
this month.
Totally what it is. Yeah. And so I'm sure whatever his metrics is, he's looking at it and they're like, yeah, of all of the queer books that came out between 2020 and 2022 that are on Amazon currently, that made over $20,000 or whatever, then yeah, it's #1.
So yeah, it's not canceling anymore. It's morphing. I think it's nothing ends. It just morphs.
There's no business term on earth that says morphing. Like, as you can see here, the sales analytics morphed into the next quarter.
Can we just morph this conversation and put?
Like, I don't think that's.
I like Sequential Trez's comment here. DC is morphing from a comic book company to a bankrupt company.
Oh yeah, it's morphing.
And Sumo Thor actually thinks Diddling the Maid sounds like a good movie.
I would watch that.
We have a super chat here from Michael Deecher, and I remain to this day, I remain the only YouTuber in Comicsgate who knows how to pronounce Michael's name correctly. Everyone sign up for Boots and Heels notifications. It's Camel's birthday. Well, tomorrow it is, isn't it?
From here, I have 28 minutes. The last 28 minutes of being 39 years old.
Oh, wow. The big birthday. The big 4-0.
I know. I'm just calling it 20 part 2.
That's good. That's how they do it in French, They don't say 80, they say 240s. That's how they count.
For real?
Actually. Yeah.
Oh,
and for 90, they say 240s and a 10. I'm not joking. That's real.
I get 240s and a 10.
DJ Stick Rick, it's Morphin time. Yeah, it's not Morbin, it's Morphin. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It's transitioning. It's exactly.
Dale A says Dale A says tomorrow Camel will be older than Cecil. I know. Can you believe it?
Is that true? Are we older than Cecil?
Well, Cecil's he's perpetually 39. So.
Oh right, I see.
Yeah.
I
Got
see.
that cryostasis going.
Wow, do you want to read this $20 super chat for me that's talking about you?
Don't I?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Camel. Happy face. Thank you. You know what? I made like $150 in Mike's birthday super chats. It's okay. Oh my god, I just thought we're launching on your fucking channel tomorrow. God damn it. No one needs to know it's my birthday tomorrow. It's not my birthday till
it's gonna be
Camel
that's gonna be I'm gonna have on the thing happy birthday Camel in massive, and it's gonna be you. I'm gonna put on a little like thing, and then just down in the corner it'll be this, oh yeah, and we're launching Boots and Heels.
Thanks everybody.
Super chat central.
Great.
D, you are a legend. What's PayPal doing now? PayPal froze Gem Mint's account for a high dollar statue sale. He has a big flat platform. I'm glad he made a 20-minute video about it a month ago. Yeah, I'm getting off PayPal. I'm going to Wise. That seems to be the place to go. Wise. I've got to organize that. But yeah, next time I pay Rod, that's what I'll be doing. Michael says, I'm working overtime for extra camel bucks. Yeah, as long as the camel bucks all flow through. This is where the camel bucks get laundered on this channel. They come through me, and then maybe eventually.
You're like my own personal PayPal. You're like, yeah, I'm done. You're taking your money from you. You don't get to have it. Thank you.
Blobful says they're committing suicide. I mean, it is like just like Camel said earlier, the people making these decisions in these companies are so out of touch
That's,
with
you know
reality.
what it is too? Because they didn't build the companies, because they failed upwards.
Yeah.
So they don't know what it's like to create anything. So they're just there and they're just like, let's try this, let's try that. But they don't know what an actual business anything is like. They have no business acumen. They're just like, whatever. This will work. It didn't work. Oh, whatever. It doesn't matter if we hemorrhage millions of people, because I can go get another job somewhere else. You know, and they have no, they don't care at all about, you know, the people who came up underneath them or built the company that they're working at. So they just tear it down.
Yeah, if they don't create it, you got nothing invested into it. It's just a paycheck for you.
Yeah.
Oh, we got 6 people watching on Rumble right now. Welcome everyone. I'm sorry to neglect you. They won't let me pop out the chat, so it gets hidden behind things. But hello, Orange Drank. I want some of that orange drank in the chat there. So that's cool. Like 6 watching. That's nice. We're growing in numbers over there. 268 subs. I'm just building up that alt tech presence in case of a bad situation. But also, I mean, a lot of the guys are actually like Replicator, Salty, Sticks, Hexenhammer get way more people watching on their Rumbles than they do their YouTubes, which is, I mean, it's great. It's a good thing.
Let's see. Yeah, let's see how it is in 6 months.
Yeah, you know what happens when you're small and no one cares. You can kind of do what you want, and it's all fine. But yeah, once eventually you get big enough, then I think what happens is the government comes knocking and says you can't do this, you can't do that.
Right, exactly.
That's actually what Tim Pool reckons happened with Elon and Twitter, because Elon was like, "Oh, we're going to take Twitter and turn it into a free speech platform. We're going to open up the the API or whatever, all this sort of stuff." He reckons when he bought it, then the feds come in and say, you can't change this, you can't change that, because we have national security things happening and concerns and everything and blah blah blah, and that might be why he was like, oh shit, I can't actually do what I want to do with this thing. So I don't know how true that is.
I bet you know, no one ever pulled out of anything for one reason. I'm sure there was a myriad of reasons that he was like, well, there's a red flag, there's a red flag, there's a red flag. But you know, let's hope that he turns lemons into lemonade. I think he will. I've always been pro Elon buying Twitter, even when it looked like he wasn't going to. I still thought eventually it could happen. So I'm optimistic for it.
Yeah, Jasper has it right. Just closing up on Tom Taylor. I'll be kind and call it a series that got cancelled after issue 24. Then, yeah, 8 + 6 is 24. It's not an ongoing thing. It doesn't work like that. I didn't talk about this on a stream. I don't think.
Ethan's on a stream right now talking about it.
Oh, is he?
He's on Will Red's.
Oh,
Will Red said that he'd help me out with the campaign. Will Red's blowing up. I might have to go on his channel tomorrow, just hang out and
jump on Will Red's. He's definitely the talk of the town. I don't know who this person is. I don't know. I mean, this is literally Twitter gossip. So that's why I didn't do a video on it. I know some people did, but I was like, we don't know. I mean, probably I'm leaning to yes, this happened. Yeah. Probably, but we don't know. He says, so I was told that Mark Brooks, cover artist for Marvel, got a talking to by Marvel lawyers to stop engaging with Comicsgate or he'll be fired from Marvel.
What did I say? I said that the night of. I was like, this guy's going to get a letter immediately. I said, what did I say? He's going to wake up that morning. He's going to be like, man, I fucked up. You know, he's going to have his phone blown up by Twitter or, Marvel or whoever. And he's going to be like, shit. Now he just has to completely, just remove himself. And you're not going to hear anything from him.
Yeah, like that was one of the reasons why Ethan got in trouble in the first place, was because he refused to take down his YouTube and stop exposing things or defending himself on YouTube, because they want to handle everything. And anyone who's worked for Marvel will tell you Shane's gone about talked about this heaps, is you're not just allowed to go out and just promote whatever you're working on in the same way that we do. It's
Also,
they manage all of that.
I think too, this is my personal thought, but like the rhetoric that Brooks had live and the way he was just conducting himself and what he was saying, that is fireable. I would be like, you do not represent Marvel. You have to go. I would have fired him on the spot. And I think back in the day, that's how things would have worked out. It's just like you went publicly and you said all this. You said this to other creators, to an entire community of potential buyers. You're gone. You're gone. You know, like fucking Roseanne Barr got canceled from, at the time, you know, when they brought the Roseanne show back, that was big numbers. That was like, they couldn't believe how many people were watching that show again. She had one
I was watching it again, even though it wasn't that good. I watched it because I was like, Roseanne's back.
Yeah. And now you're gone. You're gone. You're done. We're canceling our multi-million-dollar project that we've got all these other people back for because you said something stupid. And you telling me that they wouldn't fire Brooks? I think that's crazy. Yeah, you're nuts. Are you crazy?
Are you nuts? Yeah, and he's not even on the payroll, really. He's a freelance contractor who does covers, variant covers.
Yeah.
So it would be so easy to let him go. And ironically, I think that's why he was doing this in the first place.
To get some type of notoriety.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's what I guess that he's the wrong kind of identity. He's getting older. He's 50 years old. That's another thing that Ethan and the other guys have said. You get like 20 years in the mainstream, and then unless you are the bee's knees, and you know, you're kind of done at that point. So it's like, well, how do I make sure that I'm relevant and people, you know, want to work?
I like this comment. Day later says, "No, Camel, they morphed it into a new show." That's true. They did. They called it the Connors. How well did that work out?
They did.
They actually, that's what they did. They morphed into a new show.
What did they even do? Still around? What did they do? They just said what, she moved away or she died or something?
Her. I couldn't believe it. They said that she OD'd. They killed her off in the show, and then they just had to live without her. It was like,
I mean, the audacity that they think they could get away with that, and anyone would watch it.
I know.
Just
they even kind of like, this is a little bit more controversial, but I don't care because I like the show. But they did that with House of Cards. You know, they got rid of Kevin Spacey, and that last season of House of Cards is terrible. It's unwatchable.
Yeah,
I mean, they literally
they did it with Billions as well. They got rid of the redheaded British guy, and it's like,
it's like,
I like the other guy,
actors, but it's like, okay, well, apparently he was good enough for all of Hollywood for 30 plus years and 4 seasons of House of Cards. Now, oh no, we don't like what, you know, when he did a thing, maybe possibly these allegations. Well, let's not let him go to court. Let's not actually find out there's any truth to it. Let's just fucking can him now. And then in the show, they killed him off, and so that he could never come back. And then, the last season doesn't even make sense because Robin Wright takes over as president. And then it's just about how she's the president. It's like nothing led up to it. And I mean, me and my wife stopped watching it. I was like, this is terrible. This is just terrible.
Yeah, we stopped watching it, I think, before that even happened. You mentioned earlier, like, how did Brooks think he could do that so publicly and still be in good standing with Marvel? This was something that JDA pulled up recently, which is, this is the old, we're going back now to September 18. September 2018, I should say. You might not remember this, but this is Taylor Esposito. I don't know who Isaac Goodhart is. Kelly Thompson and B. Clay Moore, Jody Hauser. Jody, I think, is a editor, if my memory. Oh, they work. You know, they work in various positions in comics. This is from a Facebook group where they're essentially talking about, I've been informed Diversity in Comics, who's your boy Zach, has a badge to come to this con. This is his name. you know, and is like, and this is where is it? B. Claymore is like, he says the last thing Maya is going to do is get violent at a con, but I'd love to follow him around, trying to goad him into throwing a punch. Like, they've been doing this stuff now for like just being weird and like inappropriate, not acting in a professional way that
No.
would be befitting of a
I'm just
company,
like, have
of
you
an
ever had a
employee of a
job?
company.
And the thing is too, is you can tell that when I used to work in New York, I used to have a job as an editor at a boutique ad agency. There were some people who worked there who were fresh out of college, and they were so green, they had never had a job that involved anything that wasn't behind a computer, showing up at 10 o'clock, you know, having a frappe latte at 11:30. Like, these were all very cushioned lives. And I remember talking to some of these people. I was like, you never worked at a restaurant? You never worked retail? You know, you never had a job as an intern? No, they didn't. That's the thing. They've never had any position like this. And so they really, like, because of this, they've never been in any fights. They've never actually done anything that's like any strife in their life. And so they are actively looking for pushback. I think that's the biggest issue that we see right now all over the place. People are looking for pushback. People want you to fight with them. They want you to fight over anything, mandates, politics, health, whatever, because they're just so used to having it their way.
This was over. At this point this was over Zach's reviews of books.
Okay.
That's what this was all about. He was reviewing books. He was calling it trash. He was saying the art was trash, the writing was woke. He'd like scrunch them up and throw them and stuff like that. I don't even know at this point if he'd gotten into the big arguments. He probably had, you know, with Heather Antos and stuff like that. But yeah, this was all over internet critiques of their comic books that they were working on. And it's like, yeah, I can't imagine a scenario in my day job where there's someone who really doesn't like what we do, and we're all out there on the internet as people who work for the company, you know, laughing and mucking about how we're going to beat them up and go on. Yeah. It just wouldn't happen. It wouldn't happen. Dying Day says that was when back when Zach was alive. I've been watching his videos again lately. I go through waves where I find them interesting and then less so. And at the moment, they've actually been pretty good again.
I do the
Eric
same.
says Zach called them milkshake girls. I'm literally shaken. Elvilnet asks, is this the Morphin Jacks of all trades? We should totally do that.
It low-key is a CG
the Morphin Jacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, CG, the Jack show didn't end. It just morphed.
It morphed into our thing, our leftovers.
Into CG Jacks. Deecher says, Camel's right. When these types get into HR departments, they have unusual power over who can work. With their infantile ideologies can kick in.
Yeah. Because you know what it is? They are legitimately terrified of anyone who has actual skill or talent because they know they don't have it. And so whether that's, you know, business or artistic or music, whatever it is, you know, engineering, whatever their skill is. And so they're like, oh, this guy over here actually can do this. Well, I know I got this because my dad knows someone, or I, you know, got silver spooned all the way through college. And, you know, I just happened to land here. So, yeah, they get very, very defensive because they know they have the most to lose. Because if they do have to actually go out and get a real job, they can't do it. There's no way they can do it.
That is so funny you bring that up. Shanta and Jetty shared a video. I'll put the link in the description because it's so worth checking out. It's like a, you know, I don't know, 7-minute video or something. Not right now, obviously, but later. I'll bring it up, actually. I'll just bring up the graphics of it. I won't have time to go through it all, but it's saying that, like, how to survive in how to essentially get wealthy doing what you're doing. And it's a lot of that stuff. It's like develop skills that aren't easily replaceable, that not anyone can do, and that society needs. You know, if you're creating something like a comic, you want to make something that people didn't know that they wanted until they saw it. It's called specific knowledge, highly technical or created. It can't be outsourced or automated. And it's just a lot of that stuff. It's like it's really good stuff.
Well, it's funny because that's ironically why I ended up leaving the entertainment industry and getting back into comics, because in the entertainment industry you can literally lie your way in there. You can just be like, oh, I'm proficient in editing, or I'm proficient in, you know, stage, you know, being on the stage or a sound set, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're good at it, but you can still get there. And then there's a lot of softwares out there now that will kind of like edit for you. But like, if you really want to be in the comic industry, you need to know how to draw. It's like the first fundamental. And it's like, yeah, there's a lot of techniques out there that you can, you know, like trace wireframe pictures and stuff like that, but it doesn't tell you how to tell a story. And like, that's still something that's inherent. And like, for all the shit I give Mike about tracing, he knows how to tell a story. When I was reading the Lucid, I felt like I was like, I get it. She's going to bed. She's going to have a dream. I was excited to see where the dream was going to go. That's a skill. Like, that takes a lot of know-how. That's something that you can't pretend to do, you know? So yeah, I think that's probably what a lot of this list says.
Yeah, it's a really good list. It's you know, Shanthan Jetty is CG's motivational speaker, and that was a really good video from him. 6 Ways to Someday says, get woke, get morphed.
I need a shirt that says that.
We've got to make this a thing. MORPHIN. And it's like Power Rangers meme. I love it. This has got legs, this thing. Sequential Treasures says, that's because we thought they still cared about money. We just didn't realize they don't care anymore. Oh yeah, that's a thing that's been going on for years. That's a very frustrating thing to sort of try to set up a meritocracy to fight back against people who, you know, it doesn't matter if they actually sell anything and they fail upwards.
Well, that's the other thing too. Like, you see these SJWs and they're like, you know, we don't care if our books make money. Yeah, because you know they won't. Because, you know, you'll always have daddy's money as a safety net, you know, and because, you know, your heart's not really in it, because it was like a job that you took because you could get it, because you thought it'd be fun, and now that you haven't, you realize how much work it is. You know, you're like, oh, I don't really want to do this, but I'm here. You know what? I'll spend all day tweeting instead of actually drawing. And shitting on people who are actually doing a good job and making money without big names behind them backing them.
Speaking of doing things without having big names behind them, I have 10 copies left. I think it's 10. It's about 10 or 12.
71
usually when I
sold.
say
Holy
10,
cow.
yeah, they've been going really well. You know, every time I talk about them on a video, you know, a couple of days later, might sell one, something like that. It all adds up over time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think there's only 10 of these left. But what I did today is, I don't know why I hadn't done this earlier. I added the unedited edition, and these are Australian dollars, by the way. Don't like freak out. That's like 20 Australian bucks, dollary dues, $38 dues. I added the crackhead cut. Waking Dream unedited, which is actually, let me just grab that for a second. Where the hell is it?
Are you sure about that? Well, I don't know. It's eBay, and I just kind of feel like people don't know what they're getting into, you know?
Oh no one's gonna find. No one's gonna be like randomly stumbling around.
Oh, the lucid crackhead edition. They get it like,
oh yeah, this sounds
all
good.
janky. No. What's wrong with their hands? I got the
no. It's more
edition.
like what's wrong with their face. Do I have? I don't know if I have like. Can we click in here? Yeah, there's a little bit. Oh, that's not too bad. Where's the
Christoph
real bad stuff? where's the real bad stuff? Maybe I didn't put it on there because I thought, oh, people might. Not
Yeah,
wanna
yeah,
actually buy
exactly.
it.
Because you're like, well, once they get the book, no
Oh,
refunds.
check out the lettering. My goodness. That's a
Oh, it's
lot
that
of
European
square.
square style.
Yeah. It doesn't help you make it like less, take up less room. It actually takes up a lot more room to do it that style. But
Oh,
yeah, I've
yeah.
got 10 of those available. Here they are. Look at that. It comes
Ooh.
signed. Get a signature down the bottom there
By Mel.
in the chrome pen
Doing all
by
the work.
me.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, I know. I don't know why I didn't put this up earlier. Put Todd McFarlane in the description as a. Oh, I'm looking for a Todd McFarlane like level comic book. Oh, what's this? Oh, this looks
Todd's early work. Really early work.
the early days. The art and Times of Jay Ryan. What's this 500-word essay in one panel? It's called unedited for a reason. Actually, people like Jeremy and Amanda have said they liked reading this one because it's obviously got a lot more meat on the bone. It's got so much more text in there.
Yeah,
so they actually were able to get a better idea of sort of what's happening in the story. So I'll put the link there in the description. I'll share that out on Twitter as well at some point. Hopefully, I think it's like $12 a book or something like that. And it's 32 pages of story plus 4 pages of extra stuff. It shows how the evolution of the ginger root hand and stuff like that. So yeah, I want Mel to sign mine. If you buy it and leave us a note, we can definitely get Mel to sign it. We always do that. We did that for Jasper. Keen Scene sells. Yeah, my style morphed exactly. Oh, D, you legend. He says now you have 9 available. And let me just do a refresh then. Look at that. 9 available, 1 sold. Hal D, you are a legend.
Great.
Jasper says, I never read this version. I need to. There's still 9 available. So the unedited one makes more sense. Well, they all make sense, but you only have part of the puzzle. So it might not make sense to you. They do make sense. But people have said they gleaned a little bit more from it.
You want to see something cool?
Hold on a sec. Mo says Bancroft took a beloved crackhead and Danny washed it. Yeah, I did. I took away the crack. I took the crack out of Ella. Sumo says Bancroft is about giving you more meat and more bone.
So,
all right, what are you showing me?
I have a crackhead cut of Boots and Heels.
Oh.
This is it. I did this with my best friend in 1996. This was our art.
God.
I did the cover, and
you need to photocopy that and make it into a book.
This was the whole thing.
Oh my God! Look at it.
Oh wait, did you see that text page?
I did. That was almost as bad. That was worse than mine.
I was like, 14.
Oh, yeah. You need to scan them in and do something.
So
like
maybe it'll be a long time, But I would say like a James Bond ripoff character. There's look at this. This is ridiculous. And then like as it gets, later on, the art gets a little better because I was like later in high school. And so I was able to actually draw a little bit.
That's very impressive. You to have the sort of fortitude to actually do that much of a comic. I got through half a page and gave up when I was about 14.
Well, when we get to that point, I might have to make that version available, like the high school cut. But if at that point when that comes out and Boots and Heels is done, I think people will be very impressed with how much of the story is actually the same. Like the same beats, the same point. Because it was like I had the story down. I just, wasn't at any level to tell it the way I wanted to tell it. So, but yeah,
you could call it the peon cut for the plebeians.
The camel cut. Yeah. There you go.
We could do Michael wants to know if it comes with an audiobook reading. You could get Camel Choke out to read it.
Maybe.
Jasper says that's your secret weapon for the Boots and Heels campaign. Speaking of, we are about to close out. Where is it? It's right here. Boots and Heels will be launching in
exactly 12 hours. 12 hours.
Exactly
right
12
now.
hours. So yeah, I will put the stream up before I go to sleep. And then I'll wake up like, I don't know, an hour before we go live and I don't know, consume copious amounts of Coke Zero or something. and we'll launch. Yeah, I know, right? Take a line, take a hit. And we will launch this thing. It's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, we're going to do it here and we'll see how long we can go. Because I mean,
it is my birthday. Oh my God, I'm 40 now.
Oh yeah, happy birthday.
Happy
birthday to you. I wish I still
I
had
put the
trailer.
It's just a teaser, but I put it in the private chat if you wanted to play it. Or we can wait till tomorrow. It's
fine. Let me see here. Open link in new tab. That's how I do it.
So everyone, it's just a teaser. The real trailer come out a couple weeks when I'm done with it, but I want to make sure I had something for tomorrow. So it's just kind of a graphic. Did you see it yet, Mike?
Yeah, I saw a bit of it on. No, actually, I saw it. You shared it with us, I think.
I only put it up today, so
I saw it somewhere.
Base. Let's have a little look.
There you go. I was hailing the porn bot. Everyone was saying happy birthday. There. Excellent. All right. I have to finish off my day of work and get something to eat. And then oh, it's still daylight outside. Otherwise,
like,
I ain't going to make it.
That Simpsons where they're like, go to bed. It's like the kids playing outside. Go to bed.
Yeah, it's going to be like that. And then the kids are going to come in and jump on my face and it'll all be fun. It will all be fun. Yeah, this is going to be exciting. So yeah, guys, make sure you come back in 12 hours time and we're going to launch Boots and Heels. It's going to be good stuff. Thanks, Camel, for coming on.
Thank you.
On the spot. But the biggest thank you of all goes out to the wonderful, the amazing, incredible, spectacular, and always phenomenal, sexiest chat in all of CG. I will see you guys in 12 hours. Until then, I hope you have a great night. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Individually, we are weak, like a single twig.